As promised last time, today we're going to talk about Doctor Who The Lonely Assassins by Kaigan Games, who also brought us the Simulacra series. And what I didn't say last time was how I came across this particular game. It was about a day or two, I think, after I'd given up on Simulacra 2, and a Doctor Who video came on, and it was sponsored by this game. And I didn't listen to anything in the sponsored bit after the intro of like, the people who brought you Simulacra have a Doctor Who game. I was like, I'm going on Steam now, and I was not paying attention to anything that was being told to me. So I don't know if that sponsored bit said, this has got the Weeping Angels, and it's basically a sequel, a direct sequel to one of the best episodes, Blink. I don't know if it said any of that, because I was on Steam going, this is only £3 or £4, I'm going to have that, thank you very much. Installed it, played it, and loved it. I was glad that I had something from these people to take the taste of Simulacra 2 out of my mouth. Not physically, of course, that would be really weird. I don't lick my games. Publicly. But I really did love this game. The fact that it was, like I say, technically a direct sequel to Blink, and if you're watching this as somebody who doesn't know Doctor Who, go and watch Blink, and then play this. You'll love them, I'm sure. But for the Doctor Who fans out there, Whovians, as some call us, never really stuck with me, I don't like it. But these are some of the best villains, and I'm going to explain why, again, for those who don't know the series, or at least the modern incarnation. Imagine if your lifetime, everything that you will accomplish right now in this present incarnation of you, was stripped away and used as time energy to keep a species alive effectively. So everything you would have done, all of your lifespan, gets sucked up and absorbed. But you don't die. Oh, no, no, no. You do not die, sir. Not yet. Or madam, or non-binary, whatever you choose. You are sent back to somewhere in space and time. Generally on the same planet. I don't think there's been an example where you've been shipped off to some far-flung galaxy that's nowhere like your home at all. So at least they've got a bit of kindness, I suppose. But you could be sent back to, say, America in the 18th, 19th century, to use an example in the game. You could be sent to Greece in ancient times. You could be sent to the primordial days, where you will probably die because the oxygen saturation in the atmosphere was not like it was now. Basically, you live out a life somewhere else, away from everyone and everything you've ever known. And remember, language changes. So even if you're in another English-speaking country, if you go back 200 years, there's a lot of vernacular and slang and dialects that you probably use without thinking about it. There's also a lot of vernacular and slang and dialect that has died out in that time. So yeah, that's going to be fun and easy for you. Luckily the game doesn't have a problem with that. It glosses over it because it's far too complex. I understand that, I accept it. But the fact that that is such a big plot point, so, you know, of piecing together the history so that you can connect with this woman who was sent back in time. And like I say, we have the connection, you know, back to Blink. We have Sally Sparrow, we have Lawrence. He's in fact the one who's gone missing. It's the person you're trying to find with the help of Petronella Osgood herself. And Petronella is not a name I would give to any children ever, even as like an homage to this. But by the by, it's so fascinating to have these characters. And I think, for the first time in a Simulacra game, I got the best ending. The Doctor directly got involved and helped smooth everything over. She rescued this person who'd been flung back in time. Everything was good. I did everything because I found all the extra stuff about the TARDIS in history. And I loved this game. It really gave me a way to forget how bad Simulacra 2 was to me, how I didn't like the characters and didn't want to carry on. It gave me that interest in this type of game again. It was probably a little easier because they know that, you know, there's a lot of younger Doctor Who fans. They're trying to probably keep it accessible to a wider audience. I'm fine with that. I didn't feel at all like I was having my hand held throughout it, but I didn't feel like I was sat there going, how do I progress? The fact that I could find all the TARDIS things on top of everything else without too much hassle did make it feel like it was a lot more straightforward, and I appreciate that. If the Simulacra series can do a bit more like that and not have really annoying characters who I don't like, That would really help. Then I'd be happy moving forward. I think more of these, involving different, Who baddies throughout the years would be great fun. This one worked really well because of the villain, I think. That's the issue, because part of the lore around the Weeping Angels is anything that holds the image of an angel is an angel. That's a terrifying concept for those who've never heard that before. It's still terrifying even if you know about it. So a picture of an angel has the same powers. If you don't look at a picture of an angel, it will get you. That's terrifying. It's awful. And they basically seep into your mind and stuff through your eyes. It's turn you into one. It's terrible. Turn you to stone. It's not fun ways to go. The Weeping Angels are a terrifying villain for a reason. As much as I said I'd love it for another villain, I'm not sure of another one that would work aside from maybe the Master. I think something like that would be fine because they're at the same level of ability as the Doctor, and they could figure out a way of how he's using technology, or she, or they, whatever it is now. He's using technology to do something, and you've got to help get around that. Whether it's with Osgood again, or you're helping the Doctor directly, or whatever. But I'd be happy for more like this, and a lot more Doctor Who licensed games that are actually fun and good, not like the crap we've got in the past. Sorry, I had to say it. We've not had a great history of Doctor Who games, and finally we got one that I really enjoyed. So yeah, it's not that much. Go and have a look if you're into this universe at all, and like I say, if you're not, watch the episode Blink. If you enjoy that, get this game. You don't need to really know everything else outside of that. Obviously the little nods to the character of Osgood, etc. might be fun, but you can get by with that too. But seriously, this was fun. I can't wait to see more from both Kaigan Games and BBC Games working together or apart, as long as we get some really good stuff out of both of them. But I'll stop praising this now and go and do something else. So until next time, as always, thank you for watching, take care, and again, don't blink.